Hello, welcome to MCN and a quick video about my time at the Phoenix Trails Off-Road School. Now, some of you may recognise me from some other videos that I've done on the channel, most notably with my ZXR 400 sports bike. But this year, as I'm testing the all-new Himalayan 450, I thought it best to get versed with riding off-road, so I hung up my leathers for textiles to really test this adventure bike properly. Now, as the videographer, I'm often filming highly skilled journalists riding off-road. So at the start of the year when I received this bike, I think after a week of owning it, I took it to my nearest green lane, expecting to glide over every rut and bump that I saw. But in reality, I made it only just a few minutes before I got cross-rutted, out of breath, and well and truly humbled. So I decided to take a little bit more of a logical approach and visit the guys down at Phoenix to get some training to better start my off-road journey.
With the cost of motorcycles skyrocketing in recent years, rider experience days and lessons have become a much more attractive option. Whether you want to do trail riding, trials, enduro or motocross, with everything provided, you're able to try these disciplines to see which one best suits you, and then make an informed decision on what bike you should actually buy.
As a complete beginner for me and testing this bike, I decided to do trail riding as I thought it'd probably be the best suit for me and the green lanes around where I live. In this video, I'll be taking you through what you can expect at the Phoenix School and how it transformed the way I ride off-road. Phoenix is the UK's largest and highest rated motorcycle school with over 28 locations nationwide. They specialise in everything from getting your licence to trail riding. To attend one of the days at Phoenix, all you'll need is a full motorcycle licence or an A2 licence like me and a spare change of socks, which I inevitably forgot, which was a massive mistake for the ride home. The centre that I visited was based in Salisbury Plain, which, if you're not familiar, is like a 300 square mile off-road playground. And the training centre also has their own beginner circuit where you can get comfortable with the bikes. Before the day began, I swapped out of my heavy textiles I'd rode down in and changed into more off-road focused MX gear provided by Phoenix. I was then introduced to the bike I'd be riding for the day, a Fantic XEJ 250. This is a completely different experience to riding something like this. It's about half the weight. They're so much more easy to control. So even though they look a little bit intimidating because they're a bit taller and a little bit more aggressive looking, them actually being lighter and more focused for off-road means that you're going to be able to develop your skills a little bit more easily than on something like this. They also offer other options like a Honda CRF 250 and lowered bikes that are ideal if you're not that tall like me.
I'll be me in a minute.
We started off in the grass training area where we did a few laps so Justin, my instructor, could assess my riding. His first comments was, "Your riding is great for the road, now let's change everything for the dirt." He explained that off-road riding is all about doing the opposite to what you're used to on the road. So standing up, keeping your weight centred over the bike and pushing it into the turns. At first this felt unnatural, as it's completely different to road riding, but once I shifted my weight properly and leaned the bike in, it became much more predictable through the corners.
Next we focused on the throttle and brake control, which is where these little small trail bikes really shine. Justin demonstrated this by just riding countless figure of eights without needing to touch the throttle or the clutch. Another thing that I had to rewire my brain for was relying more on the rear brake than the front. It's a lot safer to control the speed with the rear because you have less risk of locking up the front.
Feeling more confident, we then headed out to tackle some real-world green lanes like the one I'm on now. The biggest difference between the practice area and the trails like this is the unpredictability of the terrain. You never know what's around the next corner, but by regulating the speed with your brake and throttle and looking ahead as far as possible, I started to feel more at ease as it gave me more time to prepare for whatever lay ahead.
Throughout the day we tackled everything from mud, ruts, different whoop sections, and even this huge water crossing, which Justin, before tackling each of these things, was able to just explain to me how I should be riding, how I should be positioning myself on the bike, how I should approach it with the throttle and the braking. And that was really good to just build up confidence through all of these different terrains.
Throughout the day, Justin really emphasised the importance of being as energy efficient as possible, whether it was picking up the bike, getting on it, or just riding. At first, I didn't really appreciate why, but by the end of the day, I was feeling absolutely shattered and started making fatigue-related mistakes.
Now, you don't need to be super fit to ride off-road, but I must admit, I wish I went into the day with a little bit more cardio training. I think just to get the most out of it, if you go out for some runs or a bit of gym work, you're definitely going to enjoy riding off-road a little bit more. It is quite taxing on the body, and that's definitely something I wish I did before going to these training.
Since my training day at Phoenix Trails, I've been putting everything I learned into practice. But now, instead of a lightweight enduro, I'm riding a 200 kilo Himalayan. But the confidence and skills I gained made me feel completely at ease off-road. It's given my confidence a huge boost. I really love the challenge of off-road riding. I've done loads since, and have even explored more extreme stuff like rallies and MX. These skills have also had some unexpected benefits for my road riding. I find myself using more of a gymkhana style technique for slow, tight corners, helping me maintain better control and clearer view of the road ahead. I've also had a couple of moments where I've lost traction on the road due to gravel or a petrol spill, but thanks to the reflexes I've developed off-road, been able to maintain control of the bike.
So yeah, this has been just a short review of my time at Phoenix. Just want to say thank you to all of the instructors that were down there. Had an absolutely amazing day, and I definitely couldn't recommend it enough. If you want to find out more, go and visit their website. And if you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos like this.